Oh my god, she's back. She's back with another revision read video, and this time it's uni edition. I'm kidding, I'm kidding. Oh my god, there was a wasp. I haven't posted in like, how many years? 6 years. Oh, fuck. Please. This is not the take where I want to get stung. What ignited me to make this video is that it was results day the other day, and I just kind of remembered how it felt to be in that position. And I didn't even update you guys. I was like, okay, done. Revision videos have been made. We did what we needed to do. We helped the people, we helped me. Seeing the comments every now and then over the past 6 years of just like, thank you so much. I'm really glad you helped. Like, this is really, really nice. These videos have been so helpful. I have seen all of the comments and I really, really appreciate it. The channel still is useful despite like the whole system of exams being changed. I did not know how to like create revision videos. I didn't even know what I was doing back then. I just wanted to make something that was useful for myself, but you know, being useful to others too. So I honestly really appreciate that those videos are useful. It was really nice to see like my love for helping and also just like teaching as well. But yeah, I just wanted to just update, give my future uni attendees and just career peeps some tips about what type of advice I wish I had when I was fresh out of high school and getting my results. So yeah, this is an update video, but also a little advice video. But I'm just having breakfast because it is 10. The park is quiet and I'm making most of that because I've not filmed in public in a while. But this actually was a spot where I used to do revision. So I just wanted to pay homage to that. It's always nice to be in like spots that used to, you know, help you. Congrats to everyone who got their results. I hope you got what you received, and if not, that's completely okay. I can't give a success story because I have a film degree. If you know, you know. And also, I just wanted to say, fucking hell, this fucking wasp wants my fucking pastry. Fuck's sake. I also wanted to just check in with my creative baddies. Fuck's sake. Oh, I can't eat a pastry in peace. Like, I love bees. I'm here for saving bees, but I'm not here for wasps. I hope all my film and creative babes who are like revising with me on this revision channel are doing okay. I'd love to hear like everyone's stories on like where they are now, how are things. And yeah, I'm gonna start off now with like just talking about how I've been too. So yeah, after my results, she did English, she did media and film. Those are my top 3. I did sociology in AS, but then I dropped that because it was just too much for my brain. And yeah, she got, drum roll, she got 2 A's and a B. Yeah, it was well deserved, to be honest. I mean, I did do a lot of like prep for those exams. I mean, I did a whole revision channel. I do not have any regrets about making that because it helped with me and my like way of learning. I knew in class that I just couldn't take in information the same way everyone else did, so I did it my way. And yeah, I went on to do a film degree. She got into Westminster. Back then, I did like a summer school program because it was free and accessible for BAME students. To be honest, my parents weren't very supportive about it because there was just not enough people that looked like me who are in the film industry when I was pursuing it, and you know, it just came from a place of worry and a place of love. And we did have a lot of arguments back then growing up. It was hard to like believe in myself when I was surrounded by so many people who had a lot of privilege in that degree. and in the industry in general. But she persevered. She's got her degree now. She got a 2-1, so let's drink to that. But yeah, I spent 3 years at uni. First year was really cool. I mean, I had my first proper independence of just like going to freshers, making friends, and just living life a bit more freer, because we just spent like the past 2 years revising like crazy. Yeah, and then I wasn't very confident back then. I had a lot of social anxiety growing up. And you know, I guess that's why I loved film and like making videos. It was just an outlet to be myself. I spent the 3 years just like trying to loosen up and, you know, study and learn, but also just be more open and be more curious about what I'm passionate about beyond this degree. I did come out with like a handful of really lovely people in my life. Yeah, in film, I specialise in set design. I guess it kind of makes sense because in GCSEs I did like art design and I really loved it. That was kind of like my second choice of a degree if I didn't take film. Yeah, after that the pandemic struck us. It really impacted my degree. In second year I started accommodation. I was living in halls, and towards the end there was a huge announcement that the pandemic spread. It spread to UK, and then we had to leave, and lockdown happened. I started this book called The Artist's Way by Julia Cameron, and that was a beautiful way to just like to find peace and to find more of myself during that difficult period. Yeah, it's an amazing book. I highly recommend it to anyone who is doing something creative or just wants to be more creative, because creativity is for everyone, and it's in our lives every day. Third year came round, lockdown has eased. We're now in this like period of social distancing and just trying to come back to normal life again. My grad film was really intense with all of the COVID measurements that had to be applied. Knowing how crazy film production is, it was intense. Like, my mental health was not good back then. I did production design on a grad film with just one production designer, and then one art director, art assist. We had to do all of this with limited prep, online calls. There wasn't enough time to like meet everyone, and obviously like you need a lot of communication to do film, and it was so hard to do that with all of these measurements. But it's fine. We got her degree. She got a 2-1, so we're proud of ourselves. I learned a lot at uni, but also about myself. I actually got diagnosed with ADHD during the pandemic, and it makes a lot of sense seeing how she made a revision channel. This is and just found like her way of visual learning. I realised that I had a lot of challenges and difficulties with learning in general. I wasn't able to process things as quick or as simply as others could. But I'm so creative. I hold a lot of hats. Jack of all trades, master of none. But I can't remember the other part. But she holds a lot of things on her CV. But yeah, I mean, here we are now. It's 2024. I have a film degree and I'm in retail and I'm a nanny. But she's persevering. She has a very wholesome community now around her, and she's just glad to be like more intentional with her life and more intentional around others. It took me a lot of time to find the right people that just like get it and also just like support you. After uni, I made my own documentary about my grandma. After the pandemic hugely affected my family. I lost my grandparents and my mum lost her siblings, and this was all the way across the Philippines. I made a documentary about my family, my heritage, and I kind of documented that process of visiting the Philippines. And it's actually on my other YouTube channel, so you can check it out. but I screened that at a Filipino film showcase that I set up with a few fellow filmmaker friends, and it was just a great way to build like a nice community and just see like the Filipino film creative community for the first time all under one roof. There wasn't a lot of community circles back then for us, and back at uni I didn't even like know a lot of Filipino filmmakers. There's amazing creative communities now, which I'm so happy about. Although I only did production design at uni, I was also quite passionate about directing as well. My best friend who I did YouTube videos with, she's an artist, and I did a few music videos for her after uni, and that really built my confidence as well. Whilst doing all of those projects, I was juggling, doing retail, trying to like pay my bills. But yeah, it's a hustle. Like I'm still doing that now. Film is tough when you don't have connections, it's true. Especially like when you're starting way lower than where others were at uni. But that doesn't mean you can't like succeed. It just means that you need to, you know, it will just take a bit longer, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Whilst I do recognise the differences in privilege, I just have to accept this is where I am. Not every route is the same. I've met my community through social media, being open about my experiences, building my own community circles, and just networking and making friends. There is a way to like have growth, and I know my strengths is community. I'm really happy that that is leading me to growth in myself and also like my career passion as well. Yeah, she's here. She's in retail. She's a nanny. She's doing film part-time on the side of all of this. She's doing her own projects, and she's making intentional connections, trying to juggle all of this, wear all these hats and make it work. And there's so much yet to come. The best project that I'm very passionate about, I Know Love Is Real because I exist and I'm so full of it. That's a short documentary, hybrid documentary about love. I documented my friends, all different relationships, a cat lady, a couple, and two sisters. Yeah, now for this part of the video, it's just like going through all the tips. So, number one, make the most of being a student. You're allowed to mess up and explore. Big facts. Firstly, I missed those 3 years of my degree because I was allowed to explore, be curious. You're dealing with a lot of things, meeting new people, socializing. I'm speaking on behalf of like people who have social anxiety, my introverted babes, like anyone who's just not great at connecting very well, because high school, you know, it really stunts your confidence and self-esteem. Try your best to make the most of it. You are allowed to make mistakes. You're allowed to like be yourself. You're allowed to have a fresh start. That maybe in high school there are things that like you aren't proud of, or like you just weren't in the right friendship circles. You are allowed to, you know, explore and have, you know, these different circles in your life now. Yeah, it's okay. I remember in uni, I just couldn't connect with everyone straight away. Society's really helped like find my footing. I'm glad like I came out of uni with a handful of lovely people in my life, but I also was trying my best to not be a people pleaser because I spent my high school doing that. You will grow with a set of lovely people in your life. It's okay to stop and realize this isn't for you. I think one thing that I wish I did was take it easier, like take it slower. I think when you are in high school, you're in such a rush to like make a decision about your life. But really, you're 18 years old, like it's not that deep. You don't know what you want yet at 18 years old, like you really don't. So you really don't know what you want to do at 18 years old. So it's okay to stop, reassess, and maybe take a different avenue. Maybe take a gap year, or like maybe just like go straight into work, there were moments in my degree where I did question if this was for me. And there are moments now where I'm like, oh, maybe I should have taken a gap year. This is film you don't need to take a degree for. But I do think, like, production-wise, it is nice to be in a training, like, atmosphere where you can fuck up and just, like, know your avenues, and that there are different, like, avenues in the film world and the creative world in general. This is what uni's for. Like, if you don't like your degree or realize, like, maybe this way of learning isn't for me, that's completely fine. You can quit. It's okay. Number 3, after you graduate, you aren't always going to get into your dream career. I mentioned this earlier, but yeah, I mean, I'm in retail, I'm nannying and doing film at the same time. Post-grad life is hard. It's hard to, like, find your footing again after studying for so long. But, I think it's so important to, like, find your footing in the real world and, just get that experience, transferable skills in other things too. I mean, people like my fellow, like, subs who were, like, doing all of this during the pandemic, like uni. COVID has taken a big stunt on, like, our career growth. So it's okay to take your time. It's okay to be in other jobs that aren't related to your dream career or the degree that you pursued. Number 4, be curious to the world. You will find that you are passionate about so many things. Yeah, so this kind of extends to number 3. When I was in uni, I did not know a lot about my creative self or, like, the other things that I was passionate about. I wasn't doing a lot of extracurriculars. I didn't even know myself back then or give myself enough alone time to discover myself. In uni, I definitely had a lot of time. I realised I'm passionate about photography, I'm passionate about art, I'm passionate about filmmaking on a personal level. I'm passionate about community, I'm passionate about dance. Like, there were certain things that I didn't do enough growing up that I just, like, re-explored. The Artist's Way is a book I picked up during the pandemic. It's by Julia Cameron. I highly recommend it. And that's a book that just kind of helps you see that creativity is in our life every day. And it gives you, like, the opportunity to reconnect with your younger artist self, and just to take the opportunity to see new things in your life too. That really opened my curiosity. You're gonna have more free time at this stage of your life now. It'd be good to, like, write, like, different things that you miss doing, different hobbies. When was the last time you did, like, them, and when you can schedule them in. Because in the Artist's Way, there's a thing called the Artist Date, or it's called the Artist Date, and once a week, it's just, like, exploring something new, like a different imaginary life, and just, like, feed your curiosity. 5, document your memories. I highly recommend this. I think, like, this period of your life will go by so quickly. Be nostalgic, be sentimental. Like, you take a picture, it will last longer. That's why I love film as well. Like, I love documenting memories. During the pandemic and high school and uni, I have a whole scrapbook of, like, photos that I printed out on, like, 6x4 prints, and I don't regret it. Like, it's nice to, like, just see, like, visual memories rather than just on your phone. You'll see, like, the periods of your life in front of you. Number 6, look after your mental health. It's a lot, and you are allowed to take breaks. This one is really, really important. It's intense. Essays and everything is very intense. You will spend a lot of time, like, rushing for deadlines. You will spend many hours in the library studying, late nights, things like that. Look after yourself, drink a lot of water, go for, like, daily walks. get some fresh air, touch some grass, take care of yourself. Meditation's nice. It's not for everyone, but even breath work and breathing exercises are really important. Journaling, I highly recommend. If you just have too many thoughts, like me. Use the therapy resources at uni. That's really important. Therapy's expensive, so definitely use that. I miss my therapist. On a serious note, looking after your mental health is so important. I wish I spent more time taking it slower and being more honest to my lecturers too, that, you know, I don't have the capacity and I'd really appreciate like some help with this, or like just being more honest with friends that, you know, I'm not doing okay. You will always find help and there are always people that can support, so please don't let yourself suffer, because yeah, your mental health is so important. 7, you will lose friends and that's okay. That's not a nice point to make. Just after talking about my mental health. But yeah, you will lose friends and that's okay. I think whilst you're growing at uni and exploring yourself, you realise that you will not have the same connections with people anymore. Sometimes people are in your life for a lesson. Sometimes people are in your life for a shorter period amount of time, just because, you know, we change as human beings and that's okay. But there doesn't need to be any bad blood between that too. And I don't think, you know, you should be hard on yourself for that if that does happen. It just means that, you know, there are way more people out there that will love you for who you are even more. And there will also still be people who have loved you and appreciated you throughout all those stages of your life too. And those are great people to keep. Definitely keep those people close. You will make a lot of surface level friends and that's okay. Sometimes at uni, like, I think it's just like the uni experience, but I think there are just some friends that you make at uni that are just uni friends and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Lifestyles are different now, like, yeah, but there doesn't need to be any bad blood between that. I don't want to end like this. I don't have any more like tips. That's 7 tips. I would like to do one more tip because I don't want to end it on that. You eat that. I think the last thing I'd like to say is it will all work out. I think there is a lot of like existential crises you will have whilst you're at uni, where you'll just be like, what is my purpose in life? What am I doing here? Is this even what I want? You will find something that will make you happy and will bring you joy and fulfillment. That is what matters. And for anyone who's in that experience right now, a book recommendation I have is Ikigai. It helps you find what you are good at, what you love, your mission in life, and your purpose, and combining that together to find your Ikigai. My Ikigai has really helped me be more intentional with how I approach film, how it can help the future gen, and how it's approached, how it can be a more intentional space, and how it can be more intentional in my life. Like anyone who's experiencing that existential crisis, don't panic. Well, it's best not to say don't panic. It will be okay and it will all work out. I think that's a good way to end this conversation. I could go on, I could do another video. It's nice to make a video again. Like, it feels nice to just sit here and have a conversation and not do like big cinematic planned out film video. But I'd like to do that. But I've been putting this off for so long, and I just wanted to just come and say hello and just update whilst, you know, results day is fresh. But yeah, that's me, that's the tea. Thank you for holding the space to just be with me and catch up. I haven't done this in a while, and it's just kind of nice to just update on a channel where, you know, you've helped so many people and which ones helped myself, and just be more honest about the whole uni experience and everything. But yeah, I think I'm going to be posting more videos on my other channel. That's where I'll be, on Gabby Lauren, and I'm just going to be posting my film stuff there, posting my vlog stuff, my lifestyle content there. And I'm still on Instagram, I'm still, you know, TikToking away. I'm just being me and just trying to be more open and more freer and passionate about life again. Doing a passion as a degree, you often forget the joy that you had with it, and I'm on that route of finding that again, and this is helping. But yeah, she's doing good, she's slaying. I hope you're all slaying, and I'd love to know any more tips and advice in the comments below. Please, any veterans of this channel, please share your advice in the comments below. Let's help each other. Yeah, you'll see a lot of growth throughout the years. Just be proud of yourself. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'm gonna go and do some shopping now and have some afternoon snacks and chilling. Oh, I think I'm gonna make a video. I've got loads of content I need to edit. Oh my goodness. But it's not often that you have enough time, Gabby, to sit down and just have a conversation like this. So I'm grateful. I'm feeling grateful right now. And yeah, hopefully this is cut really nicely. I hope these tips and like just an update from me is kind of like helpful, and you know, I'm just an example of a girl just trying her best out here. But yeah, keep slaying, and yeah, if I'll be in the comments below chatting away. Okay, thank you everyone, this is me, bye. Okay, well done.